Hello, everyone. So today at our English Thursday live, it's going to be a little different because there are no guests keeping me company here today. I am alone. And today I wanted to talk to you about a topic that has been coming up over and over in the different lives that we have done with our guests, but that I feel is not, we haven't given to it the importance that it deserves. And what I want to talk to you about is how to use your passion, what you like doing, what you love doing, to pursue your English learning journey. Because at the end of the day, what we want is for you to find an activity that is enjoyable, that doesn't require too much of an effort on your side, and that it's something that for you is pleasant, that you look forward to. So not something that is boring and that makes you just not be excited when you're thinking about it. Like, oh, I don't want to do my English homework. I don't want to study the grammar rule. So not those things which are necessary, and we know they have a role in English learning, but the things that get you a little bit more excitement and that give you a little more spark. So I see that there are a few people watching right now. So if you would like to comment and let me know what is for you the most enjoyable part of learning a language. What are the things that you like most, that are not hard for you, the things that are pleasant, that you look forward to? Okay. And this is something that can be so helpful, to find an activity to link to something that you like and carrying it out in English. So I can give you some examples on what I have done when I was trying to learn another language. And first of all is, hi Marta, welcome, how are you? And so the first thing I did when I was able to understand a little bit Spanish, I watched a series completely in Spanish with subtitles. So it wasn't something that was really hard to follow. It was quite a simple TV series. But this was, so first of all, so interesting for me because I love TV series. I really like stories in general, whether they are in a book, in a movie, someone telling stories to me. I just love stories. Ciao Elisabetta, ciao Gabi. Gabi, collocations, idioms. So you like to study collocation. That is awesome. I actually think collocation are one of the most underlooked topic in the English language. Learning about collocation can help you so much, and also can help you understand why sometimes can be a little harsh to learn English. So great for you that you love studying collocations. So, as I was saying, being able to watch this series in Spanish had this double positive impact on me. The first one was that it was a lot of practice and it was something that I enjoyed doing. So like at the end of the day, I was like, okay, now let's take a few minutes to relax, and on the couch, and I could watch my TV series, which is always a lovely way to relax for me. The second part was that I actually got a lot of positive feedback from being able to understand. So for me, moving from the text and studying the rules, that was a very theoretical learning process, moving to listening to dialogues and having to follow a plot and understanding the jokes made me so happy. The fact that I was actually able to listen to this in another language, it was just a positive cycle because I did the exercise and it worked well, and so I kept doing it. And so I think during that time while I was trying to learn Spanish, I think I watched on a row 3 or 4 series completely in Spanish. And it's an exercise that I definitely suggest. If you feel that your level of English is not enough to watch a complete series in English, try watching something that you have already seen. So try watching something that for you is not new, and that you are not challenged by trying to follow the plot, but you are able to recognize what's going on the screen, you know the characters, you know what's happening. And in that case, it can be extremely helpful because you will recognize the expressions that you hear, and it will create an important match for you. And it will be easier, and it will help you to improve a lot, both on pronunciation, vocabulary, learning new words, and practicing collocations, for example, or idioms, or way of saying, or just standard fixed expressions that are always there. So that's the first suggestion. Gabby says, I listen to stories from YouTube whenever I do the chores. Yes, it's a very, very good. Hello, Liliana. Welcome. That's a very, very good thing to do, is to use those dead times when your brain is not busy, to put something in English, whether it's a podcast. Actually, we are planning with Alessandro, our teacher trainer from Barcelona, we are planning a special event of Facebook Live dedicated to podcasts. I'm actually a huge fan of podcasts. I've discovered them maybe 2 years ago. I listen to them all the time when I commute. I love listening to them. And they are great material. They're usually free. They are super interesting, and they're just made to be listened. So it's such a good practice to just be able to listen to them. Another thing that you can do is to actually use your passions and sneak English into that. So let's say that your passion is sport. So one of the advantages of today's learning landscape is that we all have internet. We all have access to a world of materials. Of course, there is also teacher material. So material there, it's made especially for learning a language. But if you are a little bit more intermediate, there is also so much material that it's not for English learners, it's for English-speaking people. So magazines, articles, YouTube channels. Hello, Niju. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. From Nepal. Wow, thank you for joining us. And there's just so many things. Just think about sports, okay? That maybe you are passionate about the gym, okay? You like going to the gym. I'm sure there are magazines that you can subscribe to that will have articles regarding the latest competition that happens somewhere, and very interesting for you. Or maybe, I'm sure there are tens of YouTube channels of YouTubers, I don't know, reviewing the latest gym equipment, or the latest gear, or the latest shoes, or making a top 5 of the food supplements that you can take. So there are so many aspects and so many things that you can take advantage of. Everything is practice if you do it with the right attitude. And the right attitude is of wanting to discover. So it's the attitude of wanting to understand. I want to know what that word means. I want to know that expression. Why did everybody laugh when the actor made that joke and I didn't understand it. So I want to know more. I want to understand more. I want to realize what's going on. So with that attitude of wanting to discover and wanting to find out more, that's a crucial aspect. And if you approach every material with that attitude, then anything can become material for your English improvement. Books, magazines, YouTube channel, Instagram channels. Nowadays, all the Instagram, everything that's going on Instagram is on the stories, and mostly people are talking there. So follow your favorite actor, your favorite singer. Maybe you find out that 2 or 3 times a day they make an Instagram story about what's going on in their life. Do you understand them? What are the words that are not clear? Do they repeat certain expressions over and over? Why do they repeat them? Is that expression typical of their accent, or is it just something they like? Does it mean something in particular? So there is just so much that you can do and so many things that you can take advantage of. I find queen topics such as friendship, love. Yes, I like everything that I like as I said, I like every kind of stories. I am a story person. I love to tell stories. I love to listen to stories, and basically in any form, whether it's a TV series, a movie, a book, a podcast, someone telling a story, I'll listen to anything as long as it's a good story, an interesting story. And they definitely, if you are looking at something that is interesting for you, so maybe Gabi is interested in these type of subjects, but maybe you are interested in cooking or pastry, and maybe maybe you can follow cooking shows in English, or you can follow your favorite food blogger in English. So it's really out of, like, imagination is your limit, really. The other thing that you can do, which is quite an alternative route, but I suggested especially to learners that are a little bit tired maybe of studying English, people that have been studying English and following English courses for quite a while. They feel like they are in a rut and they need a new challenge. They need to do something new. Is, why don't you enroll in a course that is not an English course, but it's held in English? We will talk about the benefits of this next week with our guest, Marta Mandolini, who is a head teacher trainer in our Barcelona department. And she will tell us about the courses that she is organizing about art, and they will be held in English. So if you are passionate about art, why not join a course that you're interested in to practice your English in a setting that is stimulating and interesting for you? So where you don't feel that you are judged for your English, there's not an English teacher watching you or correcting you, but there's just a group of people sharing their experiences, sharing their passion, and just participating and interacting with each other. And these are always great, great ways to get in touch, to get in contact with your language speaking side, because you really do need to practice your speaking and your listening. Those are skills. You can't study your way to be a better speaker or a better listener in English. You have to practice and practice and listen and speak and try and listen and speak and try and make mistakes and try again, and then succeed and be energized by your success. And so try again harder. And this is just the process, is the path. And there is no book, no teaching method that can give a shortcut to this. So the trick is to always put yourself in a situation where you are excited to learn, where you are excited to participate, you are excited to learn more, you are excited to be there, and you want to understand better. If you are able to do that, if you are able to get in that mindset that you want to take every opportunity that you have to practice your English, to improve your English, to understand better, then if you do that, anything, the world will be your English course. Of course, if you are in a beginner's phase and you feel that you need the guide of a teacher and you need the guide, you need a guide near you for the first steps, our English courses are always available and starting now anytime. So you can sign in anytime for our English courses because they are recurring. And if you are not sure about what level you should go for, you can first test your English at this website. Also now, I think that we are in the process. I think that in the next few days, there will be an added bonus to these English courses because we will add a special access to the recorded version, the MOOC, the self-paced course, for the people who purchase the live course, which means that you will not only take part in the live course and benefit from that teacher's guide, the teacher's presence, of the feedback, and your classmates, but then you will also have a full access to the recorded version of the course and to the self-paced version of the course, so that you can go back and rewatch those videos and redo those exercises, and it will be like having your English teacher always with you when you need to recap or refresh a grammar point or a particular explanation that you can't quite recall a few weeks later. You will always be able to go back and look at the explanation again. So this is a very great opportunity, and I think we are implementing it in the next few days. Also, the people who are already enrolled in the live courses that are following us right now, if you are interested in this opportunity, as soon as we implement it, you can request it and you will be also added. So also for the people who already enrolled in the course. So I think I told you everything that I wanted to say. I hope that I was able to transmit. Really, if you need to remember one thing about today's live, is make your attitude excited to learn, and then explore and go and find whatever is interesting for you and whatever will help you the most to improve your English skills. Next week, as I already said, we have a very special guest. I can't wait to share my live with Marta. I always have the best time when I'm speaking with her, so I'm sure it will be loads of fun. And she will tell us about these art experiences that she is organizing in Barcelona. So thank you for following me. Thank you for being with me. It was very nice. Goodbye to everyone who followed, and I will see you next Thursday for our English lives.